moving on to the next segment that we introduced last week. In the pocket. In the pocket, we pick who we thought were the best quarterbacks of the previous week and who we predict will be the best quarterbacks of the next week. We'll start out my prediction from last week. I said it would be Matthew Stafford versus the Colts. He was 19 for 30, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Now, after all the games have been played, I've decided that my quarterback for this week is Tom Brady versus the Falcons. He's 24 for 36, 276 with 5 touchdowns. Now, next week, I'm thinking Kyler Murray versus the Jaguars. Can he go his third time a charm that he just falls off, or does he do 3 in a row?
Versus who?
Jaguars.
No, he won't have no problem.
Hope not. So I picked
3 for 3. My prediction last week was Russell Wilson against the Titans. And he did have a good game. He was 22 for 31, 343 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And the Titans ultimately came back and won the game, but he still had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, after all the games was played, I changed my pick. And you touched on it earlier. I've always threw off on him and said that he wasn't a quarterback and that he was a running back. But Lamar Jackson really proved me wrong. He did have 2 interceptions, but he was solely the reason why the Ravens won that game. Him running around and making plays with his feet. And I got the stats. He threw 2 interceptions and don't even pay attention to the passing stats. I mean, they're there. 18 for 26, 239 yards, and 1 touchdown. But here's where the game was won. 16 rushes for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's, like I said, that's the sole reason they won the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that I love him and that I still like watching him, because I don't. I would much rather see a balanced quarterback that can run and throw, and I don't think he's the best thrower. But he did prove me wrong that he's a really, really good athlete. So that was mine. And my this week prediction, mainly out of excitement, and I'm hoping that he can come out and it's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough for the rookie's first start. Andy Dalton's out. He's out. He's hurt. So Justin Fields is getting the reins. He has to play at the Browns. So it's going to be tough. But I'm excited to see if he can come out and prove people that he should have been the starter the whole time.
It's really a bad game for him to start in, man.
Yeah, he's going to have Garrett and Clowney in his face all day.
Yeah.
But that's my pick for this week, and hopefully it happens. I mean, I'll probably end up changing it just like I did this time, but I'm just excited to see how Fields does.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just tough. Like, I feel like those first 2 games were just made for him to start in. It would have been so much easier for him to start in.
Yeah, getting a rhythm.
Yeah. Because I feel like the Browns is a first challenge.
And now you got to go into a hostile environment.
Yeah.